Hello, this is ConsoleTX here to play the Heat Signature Daily Challenge for February 22nd, 2019. This is the last daily that I'm going to be recording for a few weeks. I'll probably still be playing them, or not a few weeks, a few days, like a week. I'll probably still be playing the challenges, and hopefully I'll be doing better than I have been in the last couple of days. But I won't be at my desktop computer, so I won't be able to record. In today's daily, we have a single-use visitor, and we want to steal the 3 parts of the Rigor experiment. So this visitor is useful for thievery, or vindictive, which technophobe, which is why this is single-use, and we want to kill as few people as possible, so the concussion hammer is good for that. We're going to be breaking onto a glitcher ship, many sentry guns, my mortal enemy, and chump guards, 11 of them, and that I can just knock out with my concussion hammer. So I'm going to make my way onto the ship, approaching at an angle conducive to getting right into the airlock. Okay, good. 4-second docking jump, that's quite quick. Looks like level 1 clearance is in the bottom left. However, I could save quite a bit of time by just visiting and grabbing level 2. Then I'd steal this, I'd run down, steal this too. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of time saved. I'm probably not going to get a better use out of this visitor anytime soon. So I'm just going to fire it off. What's the gadget? A crash beam? Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up. Whoops. Excuse me, go over here. I need this hammer. Clock that guy. Clock that guy. And then the visitor is going to pull me back. Is there anything else I can do in this area? No. I'm just going to let the visitor pull me back and be on my merry way. Now that I think about it, level 3 clearance is here. I want these shotguns, or these regular guns, so that I can blow this out, because level 3 clearance is so far away that I'm not gonna want to do more backtracking. This sentry gun is also gonna line up and try and kill me, which is pretty inconvenient. Oh, alright, well that should be fine. And I get a concussive grenade out of it, so maybe it was worth it. Almost certainly not, but maybe. At least the sentry gun's moving out of the way now. A rechargeable visitor. Alright. It's a good replacement for my self-charging visitor. There's nobody near that exploding barrel? Yeah. Okay. Steal this item. Walk to right there. Remote control my pod over to... Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, the ship is changing direction. Gosh, that's so frustrating. Setting off the alarm causes the ship to change course to go to a nearby station. And not thinking about that, I was like, oh, I'll line up my pod at the place where I blew a hole in the ship, and that'll make it easy for me to pick myself up. But then the ship moved, so So this visitor is a replacement for my self-charging visitor, so that's good. I got this concussion grenade, but it definitely wasn't worth the time I wasted getting shot by that sentry gun. But I mean, it's a consolation prize. I didn't kill anybody, which is good. Let's look at the next mission. We've got emergency shields, which are a concern, but I do have this crash beam if I really need it. No alarm response. Jammer gates are pretty much irrelevant. And I have this concussive grenade also, which is actually non-trivial against emergency shields. So maybe it'll be worthwhile in the end. Again, approaching from perpendicular to overshoot. You want to approach perpendicular to the path of the ship because alright, 5-second docking jump, still alright. Because the airlock is always in the top left corner of the ship once you've docked, and the ship is always flying to the right. So you always just go to the top right. Okay, so I can get these emergency shield guards without too much ado. Like that, and then throw immediately. Alright, and then I will clunk that guy too. Get level 1 clearance. Now where am I going? Level 2 clearance is over here. Not too far out of the way. Level 2 clearance is also over here. There's no crate, but there is a guy holding an item. It looks like the guy holding the item will be less out of the way, probably, but I don't feel like actually figuring it out, so I'm just going to walk over here and just assume that this is the best way. And I'm going to clunk that guy, throw at that guy. Stealth shield, that's a great pickup. On this ship there are jammer gates. It's not super useful, but in general, that's a very, very good piece of equipment. Level 3 clearance is right here. I'm just going to let this guy sound the alarm because there's no alarm response. And then I will throw this while I'm at it. It'll probably hit eventually. It's not super important. Did that guy have a visitor? Where is this visitor? Wait a minute. Oh, okay, that guy did have an item. I didn't notice. But that's a good pickup. So I have even more visitors than I did before. I'm going to get my pod over here because I have time. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody sounded the alarm. Stop remote controlling. This way? Oh, I missed. Alright. I should have, in retrospect, I should have taken out the pilot earlier so that I would be able to more easily, or I'd have more leeway lining that up because I don't want my pod to get exploded. That would be a disaster. So that went pretty well. Didn't waste that much time doing things. I like this loadout. I have a lot of visitors. I have the double visitor trick available to me too, which is cool. And that's good because I don't have any way to deal with these guards. So there's also a tracker and a jammer. I can knock out the tracker, that's fine. And the jammer. The jammer is a concern because jamming fields are going to interfere with my ability to visit and to stealth. I do have the long range crash beam to make up for that. These guards are all armored, so I can't deal with them, but they also can't kill each other, which is good. There also is no mention of sentry guns, so there will probably be a few, but there aren't a lot, and that's how guards can die. So this ship is looking good for a ship where I can't hurt anybody that's on board. My equipment is set up in a way, or my equipment setup is good for traversing the ship. There were no jammer gates too, so I can stealth shield through most obstacles. Or 3 obstacles, because I have 3 stealth shield uses. I do have a way to get past the secure clearance, but it requires that I double visit, or I visit and then yoink a keycard. And that's probably not the best way to go about it. Well, maybe it is. Alright, so let's start. I'm going to start by knocking out the tracker. Ooh, and the jammer. Okay. So, tracker first. Ooh, this is going to be close. But I have to get the tracker first. Alarm response is reinforcements. So I want to throw this. I might need to use a stealth shield here. So I want to throw this, and I actually want to walk towards the tracker. Can I get around this corner? No. Couldn't get around the corner in time. I could have high velocity shot the jammer, but that would be its own brand of disaster. So alarm response is reinforcements, which are going to get called down here. That's pretty bad, actually. It's not an absolute disaster, but it's definitely bad. On the bright side, lots of guards are getting lured up, so I'll be able to play Ring Around the Rosies and then grab level 1 clearance here and get down that way. So at least I have that. And the jammer's going to get knocked out too. Defender, that's not a concern. I couldn't hurt anybody anyways. It's trackers that we're concerned by. Also jammers. Mostly trackers though. predators to a lesser extent, but again, mostly trackers. I don't have good ways to deal with trackers. I have 3 crash beam uses. I can throw hammers around corners, but not an ideal situation if I run into a tracker. So this guy is going to run up. I'm going to lure him over to this corner. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to lure him over to this corner, I said. Ooh, he's going to shoot. Okay, that didn't hit me. It's fine. Run over here. Need that guy to run over here. Okay, well, I've created a bad situation for myself. Fortunately, I have 1 get out of situation free card. I need them to not kill themselves on this fuel barrel. Actually, I have 3 get out of situation free cards. Okay, so I need to go down. I need to go to the right. There's only 2 more key cards that I need to steal. And I can visit past this obstacle down here, which is definitely what I'm going to do. I have a high velocity shoot gun as well that I can use to lure people up. So actually, what I think I will do is I will shoot the high velocity gun from here, which will lure all of those guys up. But then, in the meantime, while they're getting lured up, I am going to visit to right just outside of the heat sensor and yoink the key card. And then hopefully they will get lured past where I visited, and then I can flee and they won't be able to kill me. Okay, they can't kill each other because of armor and shields, which is good. This tracker is not going to be able to get to me in time, I think. I need to get to the steel item. I have a stealth shield. I have a visitor. So I'm just going to run at these guys. Run to the steel item. Yoink the steel item. And then, and then I can visit right here because this is a glitch-proof hull. Nobody has any sort of glitch dash to kill themselves with, which is good. Although I didn't make noise anyways. Aha, glitch-proof. Can't teleport in. And then I get to leave. Alright, so that was pretty good. I was pretty efficient on that last mission. There was a little bit of missteps here and there. I didn't use the visitors at every opportunity that I could have. Also, a mistake that I made was I used the one-use visitor in order to get past that pot of guards that I lured up with the high velocity rifle. And that was a mistake because it locked me out of using the double visitor trick later. I didn't need it at that point, but it just removed an option pointlessly. There's no reason to lose that option when I could have kept it available. Although, actually, I think that was a long-range visitor and I needed the long range, maybe? I don't quite remember now. I definitely wasn't thinking about it, but it might have been the case that I needed the long range. If it was, I wasn't thinking about it. So, how much did I lose by? Great job by Turtles JBH, beating me by 17 seconds. Wait, 17? No, what? 18 seconds. Yeah, 18 seconds. So that's pretty substantial. That's even more. So I wasted a lot of time getting shot by the sentry, but it takes less than 18 seconds for you to wake up after getting shot by a sentry. So he had. It wasn't just that execution error that put Turtles JBH above me. He had some sort of superior tactic or strategy somewhere, probably involving the use of visitors, or maybe there was a crate somewhere that I didn't get that was better. The stealth shield was pretty great. I had another stealth shield use left at the end, which means I could have used it earlier rather than playing Ring Around the Rosies on the very first obstacle. But overall, I think my third ship was quite good. My second ship, I don't even remember what I did on the second ship. There's a little, as is tradition, there's a little bit of inefficiency all around. Just like when I was manually controlling stuff, sometimes I'd run into a wall and just run into the wall for a moment. But that wasn't any sort of substantial loss of time. So Turtles JBH did a really good job. He must have had some sort of tactic that was pretty big time save on the first or second ship. Not an 18-second time save because I got myself shot by the sentry, but like 10 seconds or something. I don't know how long it takes to wake up, but he definitely saved a lot of time on me. So great job by Turtles JBH. There's also Mr. JM, Monorail, Dominator 101, HKC. DDD and Doc maybe are names that show up. I don't know because they are small names. I recognize iTrade though, even though that's a small name. And Sticks, also a small name, also a name that shows up pretty frequently. Seamus Donahue, John fucking Zoidberg. So yeah, good job by Turtles JBH. His score is really good. I don't know if he got an item or had a better tactic, but yeah, that's very impressive. I'm pretty proud of this time. I think this is quite a good time. 223. Aside from getting shot by the sentry, I don't think I did anything particularly inefficient. I don't think any of my strategies were lacking, and I think the crates that I went after were pretty alright, and the crates that I skipped were pretty reasonable to skip as well. So yeah, just a pretty good daily challenge. I doubt I'll end up at second place when all is said and done, but I think the score is quite good nonetheless. Unlike my previous dailies, where oh wow, this was a really hard daily. This wasn't a time based daily. I got third with a penalty, and my penalty was so unnecessary. No, it wasn't. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, this was yesterday's daily, and on looking back at the video, I figured out what happened, which was the glitch dash guard shot at me, and then I teleported away with the sidewinder. And then when I teleported away, they were like, "Oh, we need to teleport to where we last saw him." And where they last saw me was also where they just shot their bullets. And so one of them teleported in front of the bullet that they shot and died, which is a glitch dash guard classic. And so in order to get around that, because I teleported anyways, I could have just teleported before they saw me. I didn't need to waste all that time waiting. I was hoping that I could dodge their bullets and then get away. And then I waited too long and a bullet got too close to me, so I was like, oh, I'll just teleport out. And then they killed themselves. So keeping in mind that glitch dash guards will take any any opportunity where they have plausible deniability to kill themselves or others, uh, you just can't give them the opportunity, right? It's like the glitch dash guard will be like, haha, you get a penalty now because I killed myself, and it's like it's the glitch dash guard's fault. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But you still get blamed for it, right? Because in the eyes of the law, the fact that you were on the ship means that the glitch dash guard committing suicide um, was your fault. So that's important to keep in mind when dealing with glitch dash guards. And I didn't. I was like, oh yeah, I can let them shoot their guns and try and dodge the bullets. No, it's never safe to let sharp or fast-moving objects near glitch dash guards. They're like small children. You you put like covers on the outlets. You don't leave knives lying around. You just don't. All right. It's like an off-world ship. It's like glitch dash guards are the reason that they yeah that like baby proofing objects sell, right? It's like glitch dash guards are those babies, so they're dangerous. Anyways, that's just me complaining about uh, the last daily because I didn't know what happened on the last daily when I was recording the video, and having watched it back now, I get to complain. Anyways, so still actually third place on that daily, which is astounding that so few people got a perfect score. One person specifically. Great job by Seamus Donahue. Uh, so yeah. And then the daily before that, the daily before that, I really messed up. What did I do? I just started flying my ship in the heat sensor, and then it got blown up. And it's like I could have turned those heat sensors off, or I could have just not flown my ship in the heat sensor. But instead, I my ship got blown up. Well, it didn't get blown up. It got shot, and then I had to perform emergency repairs. And while I was doing that, my capture target suffocated to death in space. So that was pretty bad. That was definitely bad. Beyond that, okay. This one I just messed up. This one was good. This one was, oh, this was where I was just really really inefficient the whole time. Yeah, so I've been doing below what I think I'm capable of on the most recent daily challenges, and so this one I'm glad that I did as well as I did. I think this is a pretty good score, and it's about time that I live up to my own uh, belief in what I'm capable of, or at least do what I want, perform at the level that I want to perform at. You know. So yeah, that was good. Anyways, great job by Turtles JBH once again. I don't know what he did. I don't like. Was there something to skip with a visitor? Maybe I wasted my visitor too early on the first ship, and I should have used it at the second section on the first ship. I think I wasted a lot of time around then. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Other than Turtles JBH. Anyways, that's it. This is Console TX signing out for about a week or so. Something like that. Thanks for watching.